Do you have a feedback loop between your sales team and your operations team? If you don't, you definitely need to implement one, and we'll talk about how you can do that in today's Daily BAS video. Hi, my name is Phil Zito. I'm the founder and CEO of Building Automation Monthly, where we help businesses evaluate the current skill sets of their employees and then help them develop those employees through customized training so that those employees can execute work faster, more profitably, and you will be more profitable in the end as a building automation business. All right, so you've talked to your sales team and you've done a release to operations, and we've talked about that in an earlier Daily BAS video. And you've done your release to operations, and for a lot of businesses, that is the only time the sales team and the operations team talk. Is during that release to operations, the sales team hands off the information to the operations team, and the operations team goes and executes the project. And if you're doing that, that's awesome. There's a lot of businesses that aren't doing that, so kudos. But you could be doing more, and it could be stuff that is going to really impact the profitability of your business. So let's talk through that. Number one is don't just do a release to operations meeting. Do a project closeout meeting. This is where you, once again, meet with the salesperson or sales team, and you discuss what was potentially misestimated, what scope was potentially missed, how could we be more efficient, how could we change scope based on what we learned about this project to be more competitive. These are all strategies that really should be discussed and findings that should be discussed at the end of the project. That way that sales team or estimating team can absorb that information and then utilize it on projects going forward. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is during the warranty phase, pay attention to what's going on. If a customer seems like they're not grasping information in training and your trainer is good and has worked with other customers well in the past, then go and think, man, maybe I need to upsell some more training, or maybe we need a planned service agreement to provide more support to this customer. If the customer is barely able to keep up with their workload and they are bringing on a new system, maybe you want to work with the sales team to bring a planned service agreement to support them in the use of the new system. These are all things that you need to be engaging your sales team. This will, one, bring in more profit and margin. Two, it will help the customer because they'll be able to better utilize their building automation system, which will decrease callbacks and warranty issues. And three, it'll keep you in touch with the customer for future work. Number three, and this is something I don't see a lot of folks do, but I've seen projects waylaid by not addressing this issue. And it is, as an operational person, whether you're a designer, tech, programmer, project manager, you are going to have access to people within the customer's organization that the salesperson usually won't be talking to, especially if they're selling to the D or the director or the vice president level, where they normally are selling if they're trying to sell a large project. Now, okay, here's where your mind shift kind of needs to happen. Is you need to pay attention. Like if someone's complaining about a product or a service issue, or they've got some sort of concern, bring that up to the salesperson. Let them know, because what will often happen is that operational person could be, in sales terms, they could be an influencer, not a decision maker, but a influencer to a decision maker. And that decision maker may look at that technical expert as the influencer of whether or not to approve a proposal. So you want to talk with the salesperson, let them know that this influencer is potentially going to cause a proposal to not be approved. By doing this, by having that conversation up front, you are going to be able to head off that salesperson getting hamstringed when they walk in to go and make a proposal to the customer. So definitely pay attention to that as an operational professional. All right, so those are the three tips to help you increase your sales, increase your margin, and increase your customer satisfaction. I'd like to hear what approaches you use to coordinate between your sales and operations team. Let's have a discussion in the comment section below the video. Thanks a ton, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.